Welcome to Mama Beyond Sight, Spiritual Dream Journaling. Join us and discover what are some of the hidden signs within your dreams or your emotional state of being. Today's topic will be how to set up your sleeping state in order to receive more spiritual messages or just having a better sleep. And then I'm going to share a quick journal, one of my personal dreams. And you're welcome to join us and journal along. If you have any dreams that you would like to share with the community and helping you interpretate the dream or some of the signs, as well as interpreting some of my personal dreams. I am your host and my name is Sandra. See you there. Be blessed and be well. Today's topic is spiritual dream interpretation journaling. And welcome everyone. I'm going to speak a little bit about the comfort of sleep state and the importance of, if you want to receive clearer actual messages from your spiritual guides or ancestors or angels through your sleep state. And then I'm going to share a quick dream. So get comfortable, bring out your journals, and let's journal together. If you would like to share one of your dreams and see if the community will give you some interpretation to it, or you just want to interpretate one of my dreams, that's fine. That all of that is welcome. Okay, my lovelies? I've created this space so we could learn from one another and grow. All right? So everyone knows, when you go to sleep, we touch base on how when you leave your TV on or you have your ear thingamajiggers on your ears when you're falling asleep, you have to be very careful of what you're listening to as you're dozing out into your sleep state. We spoke about the TV being on, and food for thought. These objects are portals, where negative spirits as well as good spirits, but mostly negative spirits, will utilize to come through, as well as a mirror over your bed, or the mirror facing somewhere that your bed is being reflected on that mirror. So that's another portal. So if you're being restless in your sleep or you're having a lot of nightmares, you might want to remove that mirror or cover it before you go to sleep. There are forms of closing those mirrors. But it's a long story. But if you're interested, I will rinse and repeat, because somewhere in one of my videos we spoke about that. But again, when you're not resting well, these are the things you need to look at. Clutter around your room, around your bed, will not allow you to sleep well. Why? because negativity, the heaviness of the energy of the day lies in these items. You know, uh, we spoke about the TV, how I was hearing ghost hunters on the TV, and it filtered into my dream. Exactly with a mirror, it filters into your dream. All right, so we want to eliminate many of these things. Um, if you have rosaries, prayer beads, you know, these are other objects. You could have them next to your bedside, but it's more suggested for you to have them in one proper spot. If you're going to put it by your bedside, then have a little box, a little white box, a little ceramic plate where you place your beads when unused, and always keep them there. You know, these rosaries are very special, and they need to be respected and have a place of its own. Okay, so these are some of the things that we could do to help uh, our sleep state, whether it's physical or spiritual, as well as keeping the room cool. Some people like to sleep in the pure dark. Some people need some light, as myself. Um, you know, in your comfort. But what's not debatable is um, the mirror, the TV, etc., and respecting and placing your rosary or your spiritual beads in its proper place. Okay, I was thinking that I remember when I used to sit and pray with my grandmother, and she taught me many prayers, as well as my mama, and they always used to pray kneeling by the bedside, you know. But then I got into a habit of praying laying down on my bed. Some people pray sitting on their bed. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. If you want to pray, you pray over your bed, standing up, okay, over your bed. But you don't it's not recommended to pray laying down or sitting on your bed. It's a disrespect. Okay, it's a disrespect, and it's an opening for negativity. Yeah. And believe me, I learned the hard way. So kneeling. And if anyone had prayed with a grandma, she always would be sitting on a chair by her bed, or she would kneel with you and do the Our Father or whatever prayers it was, right? And us as spiritualists, it's very important for us to give thanks and praise in the morning and before we go to sleep, you know, because when we are wakened and open to these demons and negative spirits, and negative people, all right, they take advantage of those moments. So once again, the importance of spiritual dream journaling, right? And how we could help ourselves when we in our most vulnerable state, which is our sleeping, right? So another thing spiritualists could do, um, putting a glass of clear water in a clear cup next to your head, on your night table, you know. And after you do your prayers, you put that cup there, and you do the sign of the cross, and you commend yourself to God, to Jesus, whatever you call him, okay, to protect you in this vulnerable state. I have personally I use which is also very good to ward away nightmares and demons, etc. Um, I made a cross out of it. Oh my God. Every time I'm gonna give the recipe, I forget the name of it. Begins with an A. Oh my God. Well, anyway. Sorry. I see the word right there, but I just can't say it. Anyway, you take the branches of this plant and you make a cross, and you tie it up with a red ribbon or red string around it, and the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and you put that cross over the headboard of your bed, or you could also put it in between the mattress of your bed. Okay. I will remember the name before the video ends. Okay. Oh my God. Anyway, I'll leave it in the comment below for anyone that's interested. Okay. But you could do that, and like I said, do not pray laying down or at the foot of your bed sitting. Pray standing up, or pray kneeling down. And another tip that I do is when I go to sleep, I leave, that you take off your house slippers. As you sit on the bed, I don't leave them that way. I turn them backwards. All right. So that helps cut off a lot of the negative spirits. So the dream that I had was I don't remember the whole thing, and that was another thing that I wanted to share. That many times we know we had a dream and we don't remember it. Is it important? If it was that important, you will remember at least a part of the dream or one glimpse of the dream, as I'm going about to share. The name of the plant that I said to make a cross is rosemary. Okay, rosemary is very powerful. You take the leaves off, the little pine things, and you just stay with the stem, and you make a cross of it. Again, with red ribbon in the middle or a red string. Okay, and remember, you always bless these items. You cleanse the negative energies that anyone touched it. Okay, you want to cleanse that off, and then proceed doing what you're doing. And so back to my dream. So sometimes it's not important, right? As I said, when it's very important, you will remember something. Okay, something. So just when you're journaling, if you're journaling, just write that down. Didn't remember the whole part, but you remember the color brown. You remember a face, you remember it was daytime. Okay. So these these are the point markers that is gonna bring back the dream, or the importance of the message of that dream. All right, my lovelies. You know, not all dreams, as we spoke and we keep mentioning, are elusive dreams. Not all dreams are spiritual, ancestral messages, or spiritual messages from your angels. You will know the difference between these dreams. All right. You will know the difference when one of your ancestors, one of your loved ones, is trying to get your attention. All right. So my dream was that simple. I saw my mother preparing. She was running around this room, and she was just doing things. She was moving this and moving that, in a hurry, with a big smile on her face, like she was excited, you know. But that's all that I remember, seeing her, a smile on her face, and her running around, um, moving this and fixing that. Busy, busy, busy. Yeah. God let her rest in peace. It's good to see your loved one with a smile on their face. You know? But in closing, my lovelies, um, try those tips that I suggested. If you're having nightmares, if you're having uh, not good sleep, all right. So with that, I bid you be blessed and be well. And to the next video, my lovelies. If you have any questions, if you have any dreams yourself that you want to interpret it, if you did not understand some of the things I just mentioned, um, you could always leave me a comment, all right? Or ask someone on the community. Mm-hmm. We are fam, and we're trying to uh, rise together. I am your host, and my name is Sandra. Remember that a small star in a dark sky shines brightly, and so do you, my lovely. Till the next time. Cool. I am your host. I said, I said it right. I said Sandra. Oh, okay. Just checking. Mama Beyonce. My speeches. Later.